This is Burnout. I'm Jay Parise, and this is Ryan Tarpey. We work on old, clapped-out vehicles, throw money we don't have at them, just for fun, and thrash them around.
Is this how you use it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go!
On this episode of Burnout, I did a wheelie trying to beat him in a race. I still lost. That's how you lose time. Traction. Traction is key.
The whole point of this first episode was to test both me and Ryan's ability to drive the ATVs on each other's ATV. It was more of a comparison against ATVs because they are different CCs. However, it was also a comparison against the drivers and essentially who was the more risky driver. When we first came up with this idea, the plan for the weekend was to work on the ATVs for one day and get Ryan's running and mine tuned up well, and then the second day, when it was nicer, was to race it in our location where we were going to set up the track. My ATV is a 2008 Suzuki Quadsport Z250. It's more of a kid's ATV, not necessarily for someone who's much older looking to go faster. It is rear-wheel drive with a small drive shaft in the back, therefore I have no chain problems. However, the rear-wheel drive is sweet when it comes to the dirt or the snow when you can just kick it up behind you. Ryan's ATV is a 2008 Suzuki Quadsport Z400. This thing has a chain drive, and when it gets down a straightaway on a dirt or snow road, it hauls. This thing is fast. It goes about 70 miles an hour full speed, and fully manual, front and back brake, and this thing is fun. Ryan's ATV is a nice ATV. However, it has lots of issues. We had planned on buying a air filter, a rebuild kit, as well as new fuel line to put in his ATV. And all of that had to happen in a day, and we had no clue what was wrong with it. With our poor planning and had no clue what the problem was on Ryan's ATV, of course that didn't happen. So it ended up taking more than just that weekend. But racing was most important, so we were determined to race.
Alright, so we got our K&N oil filter. We got our K&N high flow air filter. World's best air filter. And we've got our random Japanese company that... Yeah, it's a random Japanese company. Carb rebuild kit. To-do list. Oh, that looks pretty bad.
Now I'm going to go ahead with the oil filter.
My ATV doesn't run. It just doesn't. It starts, but it doesn't run. In order to get it running and keep it running, I need to be constantly pushing on the throttle. And so we decided that it was probably one or all of three things. Either the oil was bad, which it wasn't that bad, so it's probably not that, or the air filter is complete garbage, and 3, the carb is probably junk. I'm really hoping that it just works.
No carb refill kit, we go riding. No carb refill kit.
Once the air filter was on and the ATV was running very well, we were satisfied and we decided it was time to race.
Alright, so I just went first in the yellow ATV. I ran a 1:11, but I hit a tree. I'm counting on Ryan, he can do better than that, so he's up next and we're gonna time him and see how it goes. How'd it feel? You think you beat me?
Oh, the GoPro's gone.
Yep. Oh, no more GoPro.
I do think I beat you.
You do?
Yeah.
Alright.
Jay told me to take a video of myself, so here I am taking a video of myself. We just finished the first run of the course on Jay's ATV. We both did, and Jay's time was 1:11:50, and he didn't tell me my time, but I'm thinking I did better than him. It felt faster than his, plus like he hit a tree, so I should be good, right? I think I did better. I think I won. But I mean, we're about to right now go on my ATV. He's going first, and it's gonna be a good time. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna beat him on this one. My ATV is so much heavier, so much harder to handle than his. He's not gonna be able to take any of the sharp turns. But we'll see.
Right before the run on Ryan's ATV. Honestly, he's a good driver and he did well in the yellow one. But I think I'm gonna beat him here. I think I'm gonna beat him on his own ATV and it will be pretty good. So you can count on this. Shit. Neutral. 3, 2, 1, go! 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 3, Now I just went on Tarpy's ATV. I'm feeling confident. That was a decent run. I was taking turns well, so it went pretty good, but I obviously don't know my time because we're keeping times from each other. But it's his ATV. I'm kind of expecting him to give me a little kick in the butt and beat me on the time there. So we'll see about that. He's suiting up, almost ready to go. Take his run on the track about now. So the track's pretty well laid out. You can't really miss where to go. So hopefully you won't get lost on this. We did have one practice run after all. So we'll see. Woo! Oh my God. All right. Woo. How you feel? Pretty good?
I feel pretty good.
I stopped it like a second late, so take off a second of your time.
Okay. Oh no, does that mean I did really bad?
I don't know. I don't know what my score was to compare it.
Okay. That felt good.
Felt good?
How about that wheelie right in the beginning? Oh my God. That was amazing.
So we just got back from racing and we were getting eaten alive out there, so we decided to come inside.
Yeah.
So right now we're chilling in one of our projects and we're about to reveal the scores to each other. There are one score that I don't know about and one score that he doesn't know about, so we technically don't know who won.
Yeah, I know his scores, he know my scores. That was good grammar. Good job,
Solid.
Ryan. Alright, so do you want to go first, or...?
No, you go.
Okay,
you go with my
Okay.
ATV.
Okay. So, Jay, on his ATV, got 1 minute and 11 seconds. Which is pretty decent, I think.
I don't really know what a good time for this course is.
So...
Well, Ryan on the yellow ATV, which was mine, ran a 118.43. So, I think I beat you by 7-ish.
Yeah,
7 seconds?
that's 7 seconds. Well, kind of thought I was going to win that.
It's my ATV. I didn't really want to lose, and I'm not afraid to beat mine up, so I was full force for that win. And I did hit a tree, mind you. I beat you while hitting a tree.
Yeah, you did hit a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty sad. Okay, well, moving on. Jay, on my ATV, the white one, got a 1 minute and 5 seconds. So he did 6 seconds better than on his.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty good for the small course that we had.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a big improvement between ATVs. So.
Dude, your ATV on, I think it was the second or third turn is super sketchy taking that turn. You almost hit 3 trees.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to make up for it.
Yeah, you gotta swing that tail hard, dude. It's tough.
I was not ready to lay into the gas at all on that turn.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's heavy. Yeah.
But wow, I can't believe I picked up 6 seconds.
Yeah, you got 6 whole seconds on that.
Well, Ryan in the white ATV in his own got 1 minute and 18 seconds again. So you actually did not improve from one ATV to the other. So how much did I beat you by?
So what we can learn from this
Oh my gosh.
is that I'm very consistent.
Very consistent.
Very consistent.
If they were going for consistency, you nailed it. You nailed it.
You bet. So yeah, you beat me by 13 seconds on my ATV.
On your own ATV.
On my own ATV, you beat me by 13 whole seconds.
because he sits down when he
That's
rides.
pretty bad. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
all the. Hang on,
He
I don't
sits
sit down
down.
all the time.
Most
Well,
of the time.
this is even more embarrassing. I
No.
really thought I was gonna win on my own.
All the people that wanted consistency got it.
Yes.
They got it. They got it.
A+ for consistency, A for effort.
The next
Except
time
I didn't try hard enough.
The next time we have a race, you gotta live up to your
Next
your-
time we have a
your
race,
bar
I'm
you
gonna
set.
win.
Well, as long as you're consistent.
As long as I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Actually-
118 in every single race ever.
Technically, you lost this time, so you need to be consistent at losing.
So from racing the ATVs, we proved that Jay is way less careful than I am. Originally, I felt that I was going to beat Jay on both ATVs. On mine, because I'm more comfortable with it and I'm more used to riding it than he is. And I felt that I was going to beat him on his ATV just because I had more experience with a more difficult ATV. It was really fun experiencing the different feels of each ATV. So we only used the oil filter and the air filter before my ATV was running again. And after that, since it was running, we decided not to use the carb rebuild kit because it was unnecessary. So obviously, we were expecting to not have any issues with the ATVs for a while after the episode. But as soon as we finished filming the episode, my ATV again is having issues. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it just yet because I haven't taken the time to figure it out. But as of right now, my ATV does not run. So Jay's ATV doesn't have any issues. His is pretty solid.
Me and Ryan then decided to go play around in a mud pit that we found and just kick up as much mud as possible in what was a little lake or a little pond. However, it had kind of dried up in a way enough that we wouldn't sink in our two-wheel drive. We could still have a lot of fun.
And there's your burnout for the episode. Son of a... No! Oh! Oh! Oh, dude! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, you're a dick. Your tires just have negative traction right now. Like, look it, there are leaves stuck to your tires.
No! Dude, I could literally just spin.
Oh my god.
Just spin.
Alright, let's keep going. This is fun.
Let's try it. I'm gonna try and spin.
Spin your tires?
Yeah.
With the front brakes? Wait, you must have a front brake.
Even though we did prove that Jay is a better racer than me, we also proved that I am much better in a mud pit than him.